Tyler, you guys have talked about having a lot of belief in yourselves here down the stretch, but how much does that really sort of crystallize when you win 4 in a row here and get on the run that you need to get on?
For sure. Our group has grown a lot this year. We've come together very well, and it's come together at the right time of year. We're keeping ourselves in the fight. We know we have a lot of work to do with not very much time left, so we have to make sure we stay focused and make sure we're ready to go every night, no matter who we're playing.
There's been a lot of talk about having to have a Game 7 mentality every single night. Is that something that wears on the group, or are you excited by that, or how do you approach that?
I don't think it wears. You can tell the adrenaline's pumping a little bit more. Given the situation, and all we can do is focus on ourselves. We know there's a few teams in the fight right now for 1 spot, 2 spots. We just have to take it one game at a time, focus on our group, not anyone else, and make sure we come ready to play tonight.
You played more minutes than anyone else on the team on the penalty kill this year. How would you describe the turnaround shorthanded from where you guys were at the start of the year to where you are now?
Well, it's night and day. It's a simple way to put it. Obviously at the start of the year we were trying to figure a lot of stuff out. But we stuck with it. Would have liked to turn it around a little bit quicker, but we got things going in the right direction, and I think the intensity that we're playing at and the mindset we have to disrupt the other team as much as we can is paying off for us, and we need to make sure we keep that in the last 8 games here.
Tyler, how much of that is a product of Bruce willing to play his better players on the PK? Hughes and Petey wanted to play the PK right off the bat, and of course Bo's there with Petey, and they've had so many shorthanded chances. What kind of dynamic does that add, because they're so good at reading plays?
Yeah, they they're really quick on pucks. You watch them out there, and and up until the second half of this year, we hadn't seen them out there very much. But when they got their opportunity, you notice Petey, Huggy, Bo, they're so quick on the puck. It makes the other team, you can tell the other team is having a tough time making the play they want to make. And when you have guys that quick and that skilled, it creates opportunities for them, and it's great. I think guys have done a great job of reading when to take the chance to go after a goal shorthanded, and when not to. So those guys have been awesome. Just have to keep going as a group.
Talk about all the machinations about you guys getting in, Tyler, but your power play is now top 10 in the league. It's 9th, and really in the second half, your PK is probably top 10 too. How much can that be something down the stretch here? If your special teams continue to perform these last 8 games, how do you like your chances?
It gives us a chance, for sure. The league, is so special teams driven. Each and every team. It seems like the top teams in the league have pretty good special team play. So with where we are right now, and the way our 5-on-5 game is. We have a really exciting group. If we can get it done, it's going to be tough, and can't look too much at the big picture right now. It's just taking it one game, one day at a time, and making sure that we keep that focus to stay as consistent as we can.
You know what the playoff buzz is all about. In 2018, when you were in Winnipeg, you guys got to the conference final before you lost to Vegas, and you had 4 goals, if memory serves me. It's such a buzz when it is that. I don't want to take anything away from the bubble experience in Edmonton, because you guys did so well. But the playoffs are all about this big buzz at the rink, away from the rink, jammed crowds. How anxious are you, even individually, to maybe get back to that?
Very. That's why you play the game, this time of year. It's definitely the most exciting hockey to play, and to get that feeling back, to get back to the playoffs, it's everything to every guy. We've kept ourselves in a position to have the opportunity to make that happen, and for us to get it done with where we've come this year would be a pretty special special feat.
What about Arizona and what you take from the game last week where you had pretty good success against them?
Yeah, I mean, we want to approach every game the same way. You know, these guys have gone through some injuries as of late, and you know, no matter what team you're playing against, you know, we have to make sure that we come with the right mindset and play with the same intensity we would any other team. So, you know, there's nothing to save it for. We have a few days here after tonight's game, and we want to make sure we leave it all out there on the ice tonight.
You've seen Petey 3 years ago when he was on top of his game, and you've seen him go through some of the lulls. What are you seeing from him right now, and is this as good as you've ever seen him play?
It might be. You know, a few of us were even talking about it the other day and how well he's playing. You know, since I've been in Vancouver, you know, he played very well. You know, I remember when I was first year, that first year I was here, but you know, this might be another step up. He's, you know, the way he's been engaged and the way he's, you know, moved his feet and the way he's dropping his shoulder, you know, on guys, it's, you know, it might be the best hockey he's played in my mind, and you know, it's a great show of character for Petey. You know, the ups and downs. I've gone through a lot of that as a young guy, and you know, for him to, you know, get to the level that he's playing at right now, it's a big building block for him and the group. And when he's going like that, we know we have a chance every night.
How much do you think, even for skilled players like Petey, Tyler, the fact last game he throws a couple of ozone hits early in the first period, comes back, breaks up a couple of plays, he's super engaged. Do you think that drives the offensive game when you get other parts going? Young players realize that?
For sure. Petey's a guy that, you know, you can feel it on the bench. You know, he might not be the most talkative person in the room, but you know, he has a presence that when he's doing things like that on the ice, guys get excited. You know, you can feel the bench get up and, you know, get excited, and you see a guy like, you know, Petey, who's supposed to be this dynamic, skilled guy dropping a shoulder. It gets guys up and screaming on the bench. So, you know, it's great to see. You know, I think for him, he's just got to keep it going, and you know, all of us are here to support each other, you know, along the way. And I think that's a big part of what I talk about when we've grown a lot as a group. I think that, you know, inside the room, we've come together quite nicely this year.